Hello everybody, happy 4th of July. I hope everybody is being with their family and barbecuing and not working, doing whatever you guys do. But I thought I would come on since I have some free time and do some vinyl finds. These are new buys. And two of them, I'll save the last two. I waited so long for. I'm so excited they're finally here. But first two I got from the same guy. Found them on Bandcamp. I'll put a link. It's a quiet passage right now, so you can't hear it, but he's playing in the background. The first one I got, it's Simon H. Fell, compilation 2, theme and variations for improvisers, jazz ensemble, and electronics. And that's exactly what it is. This is a killer, what's the word, sort of free jazz improvised record, but at the same time it's also composed music. There is a reoccurring theme, if you would, that goes throughout it. So it's like a long composed piece, but you also have various musicians that will solo and improvise on it. So beautiful record. I just love this type of jazz. Records from 1990. And although there are lots and lots of musicians on it, the featured musicians are Paul Hessian, Martin Jones, Pete Mins, Charles Worth, and Alan Wilkinson. Simon H. Fell himself plays bass, double bass, and electronics, keyboards and electronics. You hear now. Just going at it. Really cool record. Very excited when I found that one. He is an English musician, but he lives in France. And like I said, I will leave a link for his Bandcamp page. The other one I got is Charles Worth and Simon H. Fell, Pride and Prejudice. This record's from 87, I think. Yeah, 87. They're both off of, I should say they're both off of his own record label, Simon H. Fell, Bruce's Fingers. He puts out all of his own music, and these were the only two records he had on vinyl. But he had like 40 albums up. They were mostly CDs, but these were the only two records, and I snagged them up. This record is duo music. I get the feeling it's completely improvised, just totally out there free jazz. They attack their instruments, if you would. It's very intense playing, and I love duo music because they're just totally just playing off of each other. It's Charles Worth does soprano saxophone, bass clarinet, and percussion, and Simon H. Fell does double bass and percussion. So, very good composer, great musician. I was excited to get these, and probably in the future I'll snag some more of his music, but I'll get him on CD or something. The other one I got to thank Mr. Nathan Morales for. It's the Derek Rogers Saturations LP. This is one of Nathan's friends. He had done a video about this record, and I just went in and snagged it up because it sounded really damn cool in the background when he was talking about it, and I'm always going to help a friend of a friend. So this, how do you describe this music? It's ambient music, it's electronic, it's spiritual, and it is totally beautiful. It's chill music, if you would. You drop the needle down and you just lay back and you absorb it. Absolutely beautiful record, and a beautiful cover. I mean, that should just tell you everything right there. This came off of, what the hell's the label called? Oh well, I can't remember it. I don't think it says. Green Up Industries. Duh, little sticker there. Next one, I got to thank Andreas, the Grecian Thunder. I got to thank him for this one. The Anywhere LP. Absolutely kick-ass record. This came off of ATP Recordings, All Tomorrow's Parties out of England. Beautiful album. Totally beautiful album. Of course, you got Cedric of the Mars Volta on there. You have members of Sleepy Sun in here. The singer, the lady. Can't remember her name. What the hell was it? Nah, it doesn't matter. Rachel Fannin. Beautiful printed sleeve. This record is a psychedelic record, but it's mostly acoustic. It's like an acoustic psychedelic record. I mean, totally pure 60s. Absolutely wonderful. Cedric does some vocals, but mainly he plays drums, which is cool to hear him behind the drums again, because, you know, he doesn't always get there. So, and the last two, these are the ones I waited forever for, because I had pre-ordered them like a month and a half before they came out, and then they were delayed almost a month. So it was like, you know, I hate when that happens. It happens all the time to me too. It's like, but they are both off of the wonderful Latitudes label, which is Southern Records out of England does the Latitudes label. And the Latitudes sessions, there's not ever a lot of music, because they kind of just book a studio for a day, and the bands will go in and they just sort of jam. So the music is always has this sort of, you know, jam experimental sound to it. And sometimes it's completely improvised, but these I don't think are. But it's always a sure thing, in my opinion. If you're going to buy something off Latitudes, if you're going to get a Latitudes record like this, or the old ones, the old Latitudes were black. They recently changed the what do you call it? Covers. They used to be black, and it had the hole for the labels, I guess you'd say. But these ones, I like these ones even better. I mean, just beautiful punch out cover. Just a little bit of, you know, artwork there, but you know, when you see the Latitudes label, it's like you don't know what the hell it is. And it's not important that you do, but this one is the wonderful Entrance Band. And the vinyl shocked the shit out of me, because I did not expect it, but it was beautiful, beautiful. Clear yellow vinyl. I mean, just look at that. Cool labels too. The opening track on this is so good. It's got to be like a 15-minute long, just pure jam. I mean, it is so good. Just absolute psychedelic jam. New Orleans, it's called. I wish it came with a download. Unfortunately, it didn't. So I wasn't able to jam to it at work the other day. But this one is just so good. I love the Entrance Band, and I was super excited when I found out about this one. So definitely a keeper. And the other one, the last one we got, is another one I was so excited about. Grumbling Fur. Grumbling Fur is a side project of two of my current favorite musicians, Daniel O'Sullivan and Alexander Tucker, in the same group. I mean, it's like, whoa! And ironically, this one I pulled out, they're both in the band for this one, Marasma and the Carousel of Headless Horses, but another thing entirely. This record, again, on some beautiful clear colored vinyl, green. And look at that label. That label is so trippy. Absolutely beautiful. This record is I mean, Alexander Tucker and Daniel O'Sullivan, and that's what it sounds like. It's a part electronic, part sort of acid jazz, you know, and a touch of pop. Absolutely beautiful record. The second track, which is called, what the hell is it called? They have inserts with the, there we go, insert. The second track, Solar Nights and Rainwater, is gotta be my favorite track on the album. It is this sort of acoustic acid acid folk record song that they harmonize perfectly together. I love that. Their voices just match each other perfectly, and I don't know how else to describe it other than they match wonderfully. You just have to hear it to understand, I'm afraid. But definitely a cool record. The second release for Grappling Fur, I have their other also on vinyl, but I was super stoked about these last two, and definitely check out anything on the Latitudes label. Like I said before, it is, in my opinion, if it's on the Latitudes label, it's basically a guarantee. It's just, it's going to be good. It's just a matter of taste, I guess. But once again, to everybody, have a great 4th of July. I hope you like my new finds, and until next time.